Imagine having reoccurring nodules in a sensitive area that are red, and they're painful, and they're located in your groin or under your breast, and they look like a cyst or a boil. As these lesions grow, they often rupture and leak a malodorous fluid and leads to permanent architectural changes in the skin, like scarring or sinus tract formation. This is what individuals diagnosed with hidradenitis suppurativa, otherwise known as HS, experience for days, weeks, months, or even years on end. My name is Nicole Bort, and I'm a dermatology nurse practitioner at University Hospitals in Cleveland, Ohio. There are lots of nurse practitioners outside of dermatology that provide care to both common and complex dermatological diseases. I am committed to helping educate NPs and empower them from all specialties to navigate those complex derm cases. HS is a debilitating, chronic inflammatory condition that affects intertriginous folds like the axilla, inguinal, perianal, under the breast, and it affects somewhere between 0.05% to more than 4% of the population. And often these patients suffer in silence. The reasons for the delay in diagnosis is likely as complex as this disease itself, and it may be associated with the inability of healthcare providers to recognize it or embarrassment by patients to even bring it up. Recognizing conditions like HS can lead to earlier diagnosis and therapeutic interventions that can dramatically improve their quality of life and reduce the need for surgical intervention. There are comorbidities associated with this disease that can often be helped in great degree if the diagnosis happens earlier on. There's evidence to support that 60% of patients with HS were seen by more than 5 healthcare providers, and onset of symptoms to diagnosis was 10 years before a formal diagnosis was made. So while there's no cure for HS, there are several treatment options available, and they range from lifestyle modifications to pharmacotherapeutics to even surgical interventions. The earlier these patients are diagnosed, the easier it is to avoid the long-term physical and psychological effects that often accompany this disease. My hope is that the next time you see a patient that's suspicious for HS, you investigate if this is a possible differential diagnosis. This simple act could lead to major changes in your patient's life.